Yeah, welcome to a sunny and breezy DW Stadium this afternoon. Little old Salford, we heard it there on the VT, ahead of Wigan Warriors against the Salford Red Devils. Salford not got a great record here, there's no doubt about that, but Wigan, 5 wins from 5 on home soil. They'll be hoping to make it win number 6. There they are, almost set for action, the cherry and white of the Wigan Warriors. A win for them would see them join the champion St Helens at the top of the table. But standing in their way are the Salford Red Devils. Not been in great form, it has to be said, in recent weeks, but they will be buoyed by that victory here in the playoffs in 2019. A famous victory that took them to their first ever grand final. And the last minute preparations have been done. They're awaiting here at the DW Stadium. Pitch looks in great order. The fans are here hoping for another Wigan Warriors victory. They're here, young and old, as here come the visitors. Elijah Taylor leading out the Red Devils. Big day for that man, Ryan Briley, his 250th career appearance. Scored over 200 tries. He will be a threat to the Warriors from fullback today. There are the youngsters, hoping to see their heroes, the likes of Jay Field and Bevan French coming out. There's Brodie Croft, who is the former junior Kangaroo. Plenty of NRL experience for him. He will be hoping to have a big game here, as here come the home side. French and Field at the back. They'll be leading from the front, pace to burn, the pair of them. And all eyes will be on them as they make their way out onto the field here. Can the Warriors get the 8th win of the Super League campaign? They beat Salford here in the Cup a few weeks ago. Can they pick up the 2 Super League points? We will find out. The fans are ready. The players of the visitors are ready. And here now come the flamethrowers. Led out by Liam Farrell and John Bateman. As they come out, both teams have got players missing today, but there's lots of Super League experience and lots of star quality on show here. That man Liam Farrell will be leading from the front. We've got live action from the Betfred Super League on Channel 4. The Wigan Warriors against the Salford Red Devils is next. Here we are then, ready for the action. The tackling campaign in Super League, as here comes the official. Ahead of kick-off, the players will pay 13 seconds of silence. There is no room for racism or discrimination in any walk of life, and certainly not on the rugby league field. And everyone here supports the RFL's tackling campaign. There's Callum Watkins, first start for him. Liam Farrell leading the side for Wigan. And the flag of the country of Ukraine is up on the big screen here. Super League and Rugby League stands together with the people of Ukraine at this extremely difficult time. And support here in the stadium as well.
You got me, lads. Morgan have blown it. Got it.
So we're about to get underway here. Marcus Griffiths, the man in the middle.
Coming your way, Aaron.
Kyle Amor
Ready, Ryan?
alongside me. Super League winner with St Helens. We're underway in the Betfred Super League. Wigan in the cherry and white against Salford Red Devils. Kyle Amor, looking forward to this one.
Yeah, certainly, Mark. You know, the Salford Red Devils, they had such a terrific start to Betfred 2022. But since then, they had back-to-back wins, and since then, the form's dropped dramatically. And that's not the greatest start to the game for the Warriors. Liam Byrne there, just coming up with the error.
Yeah, little fumble there from Byrne, who's been in outstanding form, the youngster. Irish international, but you just look at that first contact, Kyle. Salford might be down on troops, but there was some force in that early tackle.
Yeah, without doubt, Mark. You know, it's so important to get that right, match the physicality of this pack at Wigan and go after them. And they do there, they force the error.
Well, here's the scrum then, and an early chance for Salford. We know they've got the firepower, the likes of Ken Seo. There's a ball now just dropped back on the angle, carried forward by Salford. They're about 15 away here. And there's options for Ackers, who looks to his left but comes right. Here's Croft, big step, trying to work his way through, gets an offload on the line. They're now moving it out left-hand side. Atkin drops the ball back underneath. Here's Danny Addy. Addy tackle, 5 metres out. Big test of Wigan's defence early on then. Salford couldn't score here in the Cup a few weeks ago, and they're not going to score there either, because Vuni Yayawa has put it down. And Salford guilty there of forcing a pass close to the line.
Yeah, we just see here there, Vuni Yayawa, he can't take the ball in under pressure of Smithies and Farrell, and it's a let-off there for Wigan.
I know it's not a problem you have at St Helens too many times, Kyle, not scoring points, but how much will that play on Salford's mind, the fact that they were here in the Cup and they couldn't get any points?
Well, one of the things that they did back then was they turned over the ball far too many times, too many errors that day, and on the back of that, Wigan just took advantage and rolled them down the field. Completions is an absolute must today for this Salford side. They're going to give themselves any opportunity in this game.
Because with a big collision there on Byrne, as Wigan look to work their way out of their own end, and these are tough carries for the Warriors. It's been a busy period for these sets of players. Their third game in just over a week. And when you see the physicality of this sport, you realise just what an effort it is. Good start though for Salford so far. Can they force an error from Wigan as Farrell spins, a trademark spin, looking to get free? Always in support as they'll go downfield. Cust with a kick, it'll bounce and bounces kindly for Rhys Williams. Welsh international will bring it back. Try scorer at Wembley, of course, when Salford were in the Cup final a couple of seasons ago. But I think they'll be pretty happy. I think Paul Rowley will be pretty happy with Salford's start, Carl.
Yeah, for sure. You know, look there, that defensive set that they just happened in front of us there, making Wigan kick from inside the 40. And as a result there, you get the best opportunity now to go forward from a good field position. There's Callum Watkins here now, 5 metres shy of the halfway line.
Yeah, they'll play the ball. Watkins, his first start in almost a year. He made his comeback on the bench on Easter Monday. As here they go, rolling forward. Burke's pass was not a good one. It goes behind Atkin, and Atkin is quickly wrapped up. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. This is the last one for Salford. They're missing Mark Sneed, who would normally do the majority of their kicking. A high kick will come down, and in the end it's just grabbed in by Jay Field. He will offload the ball. Here's Marshall, and Marshall brings it forward. It is quite breezy today. It's tough at the back for the catchers.
Yeah, great to see Liam Marshall back in the side. He's missed the last 3. In terrific form before his injury. He just offers so much for Wigan in terms of getting the sets going, carrying that ball with intent and a bit of purpose behind it. Allows the middles to take over, as we'll see now.
There's Jake Bibby, a former Salford man, played in the grand final for Salford. There's the ball brought forward again. Good defence, middle of the field from the Red Devils. The defence hasn't been the best at times this season as Wigan for the first time.
Oh, there he goes.
Here goes Field, and there goes Field. They're not going to catch him. Electric pace, and he's in. It comes round to the side of the post. Wigan moving the ball to that right edge, and Jay Field is over. 13th Super League try of the season. He is unstoppable.
He sure is. Box office at best. You know, he's brought so much energy and so much inspiration to this town through his performances. And he's on the end of a Wigan move again, and it's beautiful ball movement. And it all starts there with Morgan Smithies. But I just want you to watch the subtlety of John Bateman. Such a clever and intelligent player out the back. It's there, the turn up, knowing that Field's there, and as soon as he's in space, well, we've seen in over 10 rounds of Betfred Super League, he's gone. No one's going to catch him.
Well, the fullback Ryan Briley's no slouch, but you give this guy a start, he's on the move, and Briley's got no chance. And not only is it the presence of mind to score the try, it's to come round and narrow the angle for the kick for Wigan, and that's the problem that Salford have got. he is the problem that everyone in Super League has got at the moment. He gets the ball in space, Kyle, he's gone.
Yeah, without doubt. You know, obviously, we'll get a look at it again after this conversion. Just a build-up play there from Morgan Smithies. The play before, a lovely shot, soft, short pass that these Wigan forwards have been doing with one another. Introduces Byrne off the back of there, has the presence of mind to reload and move the ball with plenty of width, creating space outside. It's this width of pass here, there. Turn up, beautiful play, intelligent from Bateman. And Jay Field, well, he may not score an easier try than that today.
Well, he might get a few more opportunities. We saw Harry Smith kick the goal. Obviously, no Zach Hardacre. He has left the club this week under a cloud of controversy. And Smith will be on kicking duties as Salford restart. And a catch made inside the 10. Here come Wigan. And the conditions as they are made for fast, free-flowing, easy for me to say, rugby league.
Yeah, I think Wigan Warriors, you know, they're scoring an average of 10 points more this season than under Adrian Lamb, and it's largely because of Matty Peat, Lee Breers and Sean O'Loughlin. Well, their attack's been through the roof for Bevan French and Jay Field.
And here they come again. The problem for Salford is that was really the first time they got over the halfway line, Wigan, and they've put points on the board. They lead by 6, Wigan, and now they're moving it up the middle again. Tackle made on Smithies, real workhorse as Smith tries to get away, needs support, flicks it away, interception, and Atkin is away. Has he got the pace? No is the answer, but that was a alert play from Chris Atkin. Real eye for an interception, and that turns defence into attack.
Yeah, not the best play there from Harry Smith. He doesn't really need to throw that ball. He's under pressure, pushes the pass and turns the ball over for Salford, and they get an opportunity in good ball through that man Watkins.
There's a threat, the England international, 148 career tries, as Croft looking to weave his way through.
Dangerous player for Salford, Croft.
Yeah, good signing from the NRL. It certainly raised a few eyebrows. They're coming short side again here. Watkins trying to power his way over. Last one, they're 5 away, Salford looking for their first points. Can they respond here? Croft is going to float the kick across the field. It's going to come down. It's not back. It's play on. Here's a chance for Salford. If they can get the ball out wide, it's knocked down. And that will be another set of 6. But Kyle Abel, that should have been a Salford try.
It sure should. Most definitely. They've blown that one. Bevan French, he has to get a hand out, knock it down.
Well, Wigan being tested out here. 6 points to 0. Here's Vuni Iyawa, formerly Leeds. He's 10 away, right in front of the post. Acker's way, centre field. Dummies, outrageously, goes down the short side. Tries to take a couple of defenders over the line. He's over the line. And has he rolled over and got it down? No. And the referee couldn't have been in a better position to see that.
You get used to seeing Andy Ackers there. Anything quick, he's gone. He'll have a crack at the line. One of the ever-present players for Salford this year.
Well, here they have it now. Addy fires a pass to Croft. Croft dummies again, takes on the line. Great tackle on the line. Plays it now. They're coming across to this right edge. They fire it wide. Brilliant defence.
Brilliant tackle there from Marshall. But it's a penalty yet. Deemed to be offside.
There was the interception. Atkin, he was alert to it. He's known for that, Chris Atkin. And here's the 6 again after the ball was knocked down. And that was the chance. They should have scored here.
Ackers there just being held up. You know, you've got to work so hard attackingly to get over the line against this Wigan Warriors side. Defend the line with such pride.
Here's Greg Burke, started his career with Wigan. Ackers gets it away. Croft now plays short of the line. They're trying to power their way over, but Wigan renowned for their goal line defence. Hold firm again. Ackers hoping now to try and prise open this Wigan defence on the line. Here goes Croft again, takes it to the line. Vuni Iyawa reaching out, and the big fella has scored. Keith Vuni Iyawa capitalises on Salford pressure, and he barges his way over. Salford right back in it. Their first try of the afternoon. It's Wigan 6, Salford 4.
Great try there. But there's huge spaces at the post. We see through Croft, who's been threatening. He just gets on the outside of the Wigan defender. Too big of a hole there. Brad O'Neill just perhaps ball watching a bit, gets caught looking in, and he can't get off and help. Well, Bunyawawa, he'll take it and dot right under the black dot.
Well, just praise the Wigan goal line defence, but that was rather too easy. Bunyawawa, who was with Leeds, now at Salford, helps himself to his second try of the season. And now Ryan Briley is on kicking duties. Scottish international, his 250th career appearance today, and he's scored over 200 tries. Fine player, and plenty more to come from him as well. This is a levelling up there. Should be a formality, and it is. It's Wigan 6, Salford 6.
Yeah, they're straight back in it, the Salford Red Devils. You know, 6-6, 12 minutes away from home, but we just see here Croft out the back, and his handman Brad O'Neill, he just gets caught, turned in, moves his hips, and once his hips are facing inside, he's gone. And under the best efforts there from Bateman, that man too big, too strong.
Ready, Harry?
You mentioned Brad O'Neill starting at hooker today, just his second Wigan start. He's had a lone spell at Newcastle this season. No Sam Powell, who's the regular hooker for Wigan, with that long ban that he picked up in the game with St Helens. As Salford, now having got level on the board, now want to put on a good set as they clear their lines.
Yeah, that'll do them confidence a world of good. You know, coming when you're over at the DW, you've got to complete high, perform well, but they're on a move again here. And Brealey just gets tackled there, 40 metres out right in front of our very eyes.
Kensio just came inside there. Set restart though here, and forward goes Watkins, and Salford on a bit of a roll here. Inside Wigan 40.
Yeah, for sure. They're just rolling the sleeves up, getting through it, moving the ball well, which is what the guys down pitch side talked about. Sam Tompkins said that Salford would have to play, chance their arm, move the ball through shape and structure to get it to the strike players out wide.
Here's Croft again, who's been busy. Good offload from Watkins. Ackers gets it. Briley takes it forward. Here's Burke. Takes it inside the 20. And Salford are back where they want to be, looking at the Wigan try line. What have they got? They'll go to Croft again. He's going out the back to Watkins. Great read defensively. Bibby there makes a wonderful tackle. And Salford are thwarted, but back they come. Croft just had to stop. Here goes Taylor. Some signing he's been, Elijah Taylor, for Salford. He's outstanding. Real workhorse in the back row. This is the last one. They're going now left-hand side. Atkin has hands on the ball. Wigan holding off. The little kick through. It's too deep. Too deep. And Wigan will get a 7-tackle restart. And this could spell danger, because French sprints up, offers a dummy, and Wigan have got it back.
French in field there, just looking for any gap, any broken play. They'll take advantage of it. But this is what I like about Wigan, you know, the sheer ferocity and the pace and speed that their outside backs carry. They just keep working that middle channel over Salford, constantly moving them and tiring them out.
Here's Farrell. Farrell looking to work it to that edge again. Here's Bateman, England international. Steps back inside. Looking forward to seeing him in the World Cup end of the season, of course. There's a ball 40 away. Bateman plays it slowly. Here's Smith. Turns it back to Smithies, and when we talk about workhorses, he fits exactly into that category for Wigan. 30 away. Here they go now with Kate Cuss. Turns it back. Ball driven forward. Burn his tackle. 20 away. Last one. What are Wigan going to do? They're going to go centre field. Here now is Smith. Dribbles a kick through. That's a good kick. Fields after it. Doesn't quite get there. Brilliant defence in the end. Briley just got back and nicked the ball away, but that was a planned move, and Field was on it, denied by great Salford defence.
Yeah, perfect weight there from Smith. Jay Field, he's chasing hard, and Brealey's right boot almost has to do a soccer kick out of the ground for it.
Well, Wigan Athletic were playing here yesterday, and their manager might be having a look at that. Ryan Briley might get a game for Wigan Athletic.
Let's go, pal.
On the verge of promotion. Wigan back to the Championship. Ball now coming forward with Wigan then. A repeat set. Here they go. Straight up the middle. Almost breaking through. They're 25 away. Here's O'Neill then. Looking to get the ball going. Taken forward again by Byrne. And now there's a penalty. Salford offside, so they could opt to kick at goal here. Or are they going to run the ball?
No, I can imagine they'll just spend a bit of time down here. They've not really had too much ball in this area of the field. In good ball, there's an opportunity now to put a bit of structure, set play on.
O'Neill is there underneath the post, gets it away. They've got numbers over on that right-hand side. They're going to put the kick in. A chance here, but French has gone without it. And that's going to roll dead. So this will be a 7-tackle restart for Salford Red Devils. What do you make of that play?
Yeah, no, I'm not too sure about that. Second play, I mean, the space is there. The execution wasn't. But you're just asking Salford now to roll the sleeves up, and in the opening 15 minutes, I don't think Salford have found it at all very difficult to roll down the field. I think that's one thing Matty Peter will be looking to perhaps say when he gets them in at half-time. Perhaps they haven't really started defensively very, very well.
Move, Cage!
Ball going forward here then with Salford. Ackers gets it away. The Wigan fans down underneath is appealing for a forward pass.
Again there, simple carry, poking his nose through, playing it on Salford's terms.
There goes Watkins again, who's been really busy so far. Ball now goes with Croft, and Salford have come to play, and they're playing again here with Briley. Briley gets to the edge, and he's got support. Can he get it away? He does! It's going to be another try! And Salford, through Matty Costello, hit the front of the DW Stadium. Briley with the line break. The support was there. Salford are in front.
Wonderful try. I mentioned there that Salford, they were just poking the nose through, rolling the Wigan pack down the field, and then from there it's the wonderful ball movement all through that man Elijah Taylor. We mentioned how much of a workhorse he is, but it's Croft to Taylor, everybody in the right option, threatening spaces, gets it to Brealey and just gets on the outside of his man, and a wonderful offload to give that man Matty Costello a try. It's back-to-back games for him now. He's missed a couple this season, but he's taken his opportunity. But just look at the ball movement there, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful to watch.
Well, we've been all in the build-up, looking at the performances of Field and French, but Briley there showing how good he is. Just the ability to get to that outside edge, that created the overlap, and Costello was in support, and now it's a chance for a kick from right in front of the post.
But just on that, Mark, sorry, that the way that they were just rolling down the field, now it may not look anything, but when people are getting their noses in front, playing the ball on their terms, the line speed can't quite get set, it can't adjust, it can't recognise this where the players are on the field and open up the spaces accordingly. And then when you just move the ball through Smarts, through Croft and Taylor, and you can get on the outside of your opposition man, as Brealey does, it's just here, the ball movement's just superb. And then Brealey there, well, he just stands Harry Smith up, gets on the outside. Oh, Costello, as all good centres will do, they'll keep following the ball, staying alive, and he puts it straight under the post, and it's 12-6 after a quarter of the game gone.
Well, we mentioned at the other end that Wigan had the chance to take two, and they opted to kick early in the tackle count. It's backfired on them, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We mean that.
Salford, who've obviously started the brighter beat up, and again there you're just seeing another sort of drop off in tackle. Bunny Uwawa is able to get another 5 or so more metres. Farrell there makes amends with a slow play of the ball, but they've got to get the bodies in front a bit more.
Yes, Watkins, who's to say he's had 10 months out injured, he's seen a lot of the ball early on, but they clearly fancy that he can make inroads into this defence.
Without doubt. Elijah Taylor there just rolling forward again. It's so important set after points that you just get to the end of your kick, chase hard and put the pressure back onto your opposition. And that man Croft, he's in the mood today.
He is in the mood, he just couldn't get the pass away on the last one. Ackers gets it away. Here is Atkin, goes high, he's kicked it straight at field. That's not the best option, but they got him surrounded, so he'll get it away. Here now is Marshall, Marshall's quick, he gets it out wide. Here now is French. French jigs inside, pass one, pass two, still going. The Salford defensive line is broken, but finally they get their man. Not the best kick to end the set.
No, it wasn't, no, but what you've got to do if you're going to play against this Wigan side with the speed of Marshall, French and Field, is you have to have a solid line of kick chase, no gaps in between, because they are the very, very best in this competition at taking space.
We're starting to see the benches roll around, both sides starting to make their changes here. There's the ball now over the halfway line with Wigan, who are looking to hit back and get on level terms. Salford 3 wins for them so far this season. Oh, penalty late in the tackle count. And Salford undo a lot of good work there. And Ethan Havard, who's on from the bench, is on the end of a high shot from Danny Addy.
Yeah, just introduced to the field and wins his side a penalty. Danny Addy just trying to leave a mark on him, but gets it all wrong.
Oh, good one that was.
No, Ethan Havard, of course, his dad played for Salford back in '89 and '90 season. I wonder who he's going to be supporting today.
I think our legendary statsman Ian Proctor might have been behind that statement. Kyle, am I right or wrong? Good man, honest, I like it. Salford got us some defending to do here. Wigan looking for their second try. Ball now coming across the field. Smith is taken just inside the 20. And they'll play it now. Ball centre field. O'Neill to Cuss. Cuss gets it away. Here's Field. Field with a step. Tries to go through the line. Good tackle round the waist. 15 out.
Yeah, just almost stopped moving Elijah Taylor.
Restart, more pressure. Here's Smithies there. Wigan now with a perfect chance. He had another 6 tackles at the line. They're 5 away. O'Neill takes it to the line, and it's going to be a stroll over. And it's a good moment there for Cade Ellis. It's going to be his first ever career try. And he scores it right here on Channel 4. And Wigan have hit back. They're back within 2.
Yeah, it just looks far too simple, that. All the good work that Salford have been doing, just undone there. It seemed to be an almighty hole, far too big for Cade Ellis just to stroll through. But it's the subtlety there from Brad O'Neill. Gets out, shows one way. That's 2 runners in Havard and Ellis, but hits the wide man. Danny Addy, well, he's just caught in no man's land there. He's almost coming in thinking Havard's his man. He doesn't need to do that. Cade Ellis, well, I said Jay Field scored an easy try. Well, I'm telling you now, he ain't going to score an easier one today than that. Just a walk in from 5 metres out for the former Penrith and St George man, Cade Ellis. First try in Wigan colours.
Those are the type of chances you want, aren't they, as a front rower?
Well, they never fall my way, them ones.
Harry Smith right in front then to level it up. The points flowing here this afternoon. This for 12-12. And Salford's ill-discipline, really, they're undoing. It started off with that high shot from Addy and then the set restart. But a word here as well for O'Neill. Just drew the defender in, didn't he, and created the gap.
Yeah, just that little subtle ball movement. He shows left as if he's going to go short side, comes back. I mean, if I'm brutally honest, Danny Addy's just got it wrong. He doesn't need to be interested in that at all. Comes charging in, and Cade Ellis just holds his width. It's a beautiful pass from Brad O'Neill, take nothing away. But it's 12 all.
Briley will get us back underway. Poor old, I think they'll be really disappointed with that last passage of play from his side, the Red Devils. As forward now come the Warriors. Big collision off the restart. Ellis is tackled, and for those viewers maybe new to Rugby League and Super League on Channel 4, that's probably the biggest contact we get, isn't it, that return of the kickoff?
Oh yeah, car crash stuff. With both sides running at each other 100 miles an hour, trying to see who can win. Cade Ellis, he almost holds his neck as if he had a bit of a crusher tackle in there.
Let's hope he's okay as Farrell brings it all forward. Stalwart. Sure to be part of England's plans at the World Cup end of the season. Ball now taken centre field. Smithies again is tackled by Taylor.
I've been impressed with Smithies the opening half of this first half. Got through a ton of work. They moved the ball again.
Here now a chance to try and break the line as Bateman carries strong. He's just over halfway. Last one then for Wigan. They'll go to Smith, who hoists a high kick. Backpedaling is Briley, did well to catch it. Looks up, there's a wall of cherry and white in front of him. Tries to get to the centre of the field, and the Wigan chase is a good one. Yeah, it was.
Bevan Frenchy was hunting it down, but the work from Rhys Williams there, he just holds his ground and cuts Bevan Frenchy's run off, which allows Brealey to get the simplest of clean catches there under no pressure whatsoever. So super stuff there from the Welsh winger.
That's a good carry as well from Ken Seo. 12 Super League tries for him. We've not yet seen him have a run at the line, but it's those type of clearing carries that really help his side out as Watkins again brings it forward.
They've not had any trouble, Salford, getting out of their own end. And Matty Pete will be looking to fix that up. Here we go again, just getting his nose through. You know, this Wigan side, they've been so well with the ball in hand, attacking, scoring points for fun, but they're still conceding an average of 18 points a game, and it's probably too many for Matty Pete and his coaching staff. That's one area that perhaps look to fix up over the coming weeks, but we are coming off the back of a vigorous, tough Easter weekend, and you'll probably see over the next round of fixtures there'll be some high-scoring games, such as the toll that it's taken on the players over the last week or so.
Wigan up to the 40-metre line. And a set restart again. Marshall will take them up to the halfway line, so that's a bonus for Wigan. We're looking to get on a roll here as Bibby carries strongly over the halfway line. He goes against his former employers. Smithies moves it on to Smith. Smith turns it back inside for Bateman. Bateman runs it and he's tackled just inside the Salford 40. Another carry from Smithies. Yeah, he's got some engine, this boy, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a fantastic player for Wigan. Really wears his heart on his sleeve as well. Halifax born.
Well, yeah, they're going out wide now. The short pass, they were trying to get Bateman away. Ball's on the ground. Was that knocked down by Salford? And the referee's going to say there was a Salford hand in that. And the pressure again building.
Yeah. Shot clock on. Where do you want it? Oh no, shot clock off.
Top offloader for Wigan as well.
Where do you want it?
Always looking to promote the ball. So strong as well. You know, there's not a lot of weight about John Bateman, but my word, he's terrifically strong. Finds his arm free more often than not, and just gives Wigan another attacking option, playing off the back of him.
Now look at this. They've lined up bodies to the left of the scrum.
And here we go, do your best.
Field is there, Cust is there, Bibby, Marshall, Farrell. Bevan French waits on the far side of the ground. Is it a ploy? It is, because Field has gone to the right, but the ball's slow to come out of the scrum. Now it comes out. Oh, Field's put it down. He had too long to think about it. They were 2-on-2 then, but they're offside from the scrum, so Wigan get a little bit fortunate there, and it was all about the speed the ball came out of the scrum.
Yeah, there's a little bit of something going on. The ball comes out a bit late, but Matty Costello just gets off his line. He knows that if Field catches that, he's in all sorts of trouble. And you'll probably see a lot of teams doing that this year, Mark. It's a bit unsportsmanlike, but they'd rather give away the penalty than let that man have 20 metre space to attack from.
Yeah, and it's a control restart then, isn't it? As here come Wigan, looking for their third try as Bateman was almost through. Good tackle from Costello. Did well to slow the play of the ball down. Smithies to Cust. Cust has got Farrell back on the inside. Big gap for Farrell. Farrell for the line. And Liam Farrell will cross. And Wigan are back in front. They couldn't score from the scrum, but they scored on the back of the penalty. Liam Farrell over his 7th try of the season.
Yeah, Liam Farrell, he's so well thought of throughout the game. He's just all class. And he always seems to score in big games. He gets another one here today. It's Harry Smith, out to that man Smithies again. Kate Cust. Liam Farrell, he comes back on the angle. It's Elijah Taylor. He just stops working for a split second. You see there, he's bouncing on his toes. The ball's moved away from him. You've got to keep moving against Wigan Warriors. And there he just switches off, and Farrell just goes over for yet again what seems to look like another simple score, Mark.
Well, it looks simple, and it's a simple problem for Salford. They give away too many penalties.
Yeah, you can't do that. You have to play on your terms, play down the other end of the field against Wigan. We've already spoken about their attacking threat they've got. And again, we've mentioned a number of times Field and French. You've got to look at your back rowers as well in Bateman and Farrell. The threat's all over the park, and there's another one just entered the field now in the man mountain that's Mago.
Yeah, Smith, I think he's gone for a breather. We'll watch Harry Smith try and convert the try. He's 2 from 2. This to add another 2 points. And in the first half that's flown by here, Wigan have gone back in front. But by how many? Smith comes forward, strikes it well. Goes straight through the middle. Wigan lead by 18 points to 12.
Yeah, we're just going to get a perfect shot of it here on Channel 4. Smithy's the width of pass the coast there, but watch Elijah Taylor. He stops and then he moves now, but it's too late. If he had his time again, he'd perhaps keep his leg speed as it was. Liam Farrell scores there in the northern end of the ground.
So another restart for Ryan Briley. Salford just hope to try and tidy up their discipline. I think that at the moment has been the problem. Partington and Mago come on as Smithies and Ellis make way. And it's hardly detracting from the size of the forward pack, is it? Here they come though, Salford looking for a big collision to start off their defensive set. They get to Wigan 15 off their own try line. Here goes Mago then, you can't miss him. But you can't stop him either. 3 to stop him on that occasion.
Big, powerful ball carrier, has an offload as well. You've really got to do your job on him. And as a result, he attracts so many defenders, and over the course of a game, that just tires you out and opens it up for other people like this man Partington. But he's dealt with there. 3 and 4 in the tackle, putting him on his back.
A little bit more aggression from the Red Devils as this forces a kick over the top. 40-20 attempt here. It's a great kick, but Briley knocks it back in the field of play and then does well to catch it. If that ball had gone over the sideline, Wigan would have got it back, and Briley was desperate. Tremendous
Kick from Cade Cuss there, just transfers the pressure straight back onto Salford. The chase from Farrell and Marshall was superb too, and as a result, 2 plays in, 10 metres away into a Wigan wall. It's just pressure, straight back on Salford.
It's under 9 to go to the break. Wigan have got Salford where they want them, penned in their own 20. That's 4th tackle. Look at this. Briley knocks it back in and then just has to reach out. Fingertip stuff from Briley. And this is the last one. They need a big kick here, Salford. They need to get down the other end. Croft is their go-to man. It's not the prettiest kick in the world. It'll bounce on the 40. It's picked up by Bevan French. French comes forward looking to get to an edge. Gets to the touchline, and Salford will be thankful that the touchline was there because it made French just have to take the tackle.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant set there defensively from Wigan. You know, that kick in the corner, backed up by the chase. And they work so hard on play 1 and 2, Wigan, when they're at their absolute best and their intensity's through the roof. You know, largely through that middle forward pack. One of them goes forward here in Mago.
Yeah.
You know, winning the energy battle, Mark, and building pressure is the currency of the modern day game. And Wigan, when they're at their best, they do that as good as anybody in the competition.
And here they come now, ball through Hansfield over the top, looking for Marshall. Marshall goes for the line, but the tackle is made. Croft was there and still looking to offload it. Watkins finishes it off. Bibby wants a quick play of the ball, doesn't get one. Cuss gets it away to Farrell. Farrell takes it to the line now, though. Bodies flow through, line break, and this is going to be another try. Simple again. It's Smith who's over. His 2nd of the season. And Wigan now are starting to cut loose at the DW Stadium. They lead by 10 points.
Well, with Tommy Luluai absent, Harry Smith, he's got a big role to do over the next 10 weeks or so. He's got 22 points on Easter Monday, and he's just scored himself another 4. Grabbing his opportunity with both hands. And super stuff again. Liam Farrell, the back rower, ball playing in the middle of the field. And Smith on the end of it just rips into an inside shoulder and goes straight through Salford players, only fingertips to try and stop him. It's that line there.
And that's the beauty, isn't it, of someone like Liam Farrell that can go to the line and play with defenders in his face.
Yeah, I mean, he's just class, pure class, Liam Farrell. Been in the dream team 4 times over the course of his career. Multiple grand finals, World Club Challenges, Challenge Cups. Wigan through and through.
And Smith, who signed a long-term contract but found himself out of the side earlier in the season, but the injury to Tommy Luluai will keep him out maybe up to 3 months. So Smith has got an outstanding chance now, hasn't he, to cement a place in the team.
Yeah, you just feel with Smith, he's still only 20, 21 years of age. He's still very young, 22 in fact. You just feel he hasn't had the opportunity yet to quite grab his career by the scruff of its neck here at Wigan. And he gets a great opportunity, you know, with one man's loss is another man's gain, as so often in professional sport. He's doing himself all the favours in the world over the last 2 games. And that line there is beautiful, in fact.
Well, if we mention that Salford's problems have been down to ill discipline, you have to put that try down to some great defensive work from Wigan that just really held them in their own 20 and they couldn't get the kick away.
Well, yeah, we mentioned it before, it was the almost inch perfect kick there from Cust, but it was the chase and what they did off the back of that. You know, they restricted them almost to only maybe 15 metres in a whole set of 6. Gets the ball back through Bevan French, who rips it straight over the halfway line, get themselves in a good field position, and then with the smarts of Cust and Farrell are just able to manipulate the defensive line of Salford and rip straight through them and score at the other end.
Ormonroyd with a tackle, he's off the bench for Salford. Here goes Mago, runs at Atkin, bit of a mismatch. Atkin grabs the ball, but he's still going, the big man, still on his feet, free on him, and eventually goes to his knees.
You just look at all that effort and energy it's taken to get them down. People are back in the line, set for the next play. And it may not look anything, but over the course of 80 minutes, it allows other people to open up, like Cust there gets a half break.
Brad O'Neill's starting to grow into the game as well, isn't he? Just his second start for the Warriors. They move it across the field now, and inside the 40 they go. Last one though here for Wigan. They'll get it away. Now they're going to float the kick to this near side. Seo waits. Seo gets off the ground and is well tackled by Marshall. That'll be a good contest whenever the ball's in the air this afternoon. There's a good carry there. And Salford outside their 20 on play too.
Yeah, I just think the second half to this first half, Wigan have got it all right defensively.
Well, here comes Salford trying to move the ball across that back line. They've had success with it, you have to say. There's a set restart, so that will help them as they go forward. But Addy runs straight into the shoulder of a Wigan defender. There was no way through there.
Oh, belted him and all, stopped him dead. And he's working hard again from marker. That's good play there on Luckley.
He's got a good offload game, Sam Luckley. Ball turned back inside, carried forward again. There goes Alex Gerrard.
That's great work there from Wigan. 3 numbers in, on his back, slow play the ball. Just get another better look at it now with this Crofty straight through.
What a step support with him. Gets it away. Oh, he's missed the pass. He's missed the pass, and now Wigan could go the other way. Marshall is tackled. Well, that was brilliant. And then bizarre, Croft with a shake of the hips goes through the line, but with 2 in support, he passed to neither of them.
Yeah, it's a big right foot step there, bang, and he's straight through. Just can't quite get that pass right. You know, for Salford, they'll take a little bit of confidence knowing that they've had 3 sets in good ball and scored twice. But from then on in, they just haven't had the field position. They just need to get through the sets, put a kick into the corner, and flip the game on its head by going after them defensively. At the minute, they're just not being able to build any pressure whatsoever.
Well, that could potentially, even this early, be a game changer. Salford have just put 6 points on the floor. As the kick over the top, Williams got there but opted to let it bounce. He'll bring it forward. The Welsh international.
You just get a feeling there, Mark. If that's a try, 24-18. That big right foot step there. He sells Havard completely. And he just can't get that pass there. It's dipping for Briley, who just nicks a boot out.
Should he have gone to... I know he probably thinks Ormonroyd's not got the pace to get there. If he goes to him, though, he then has got Briley in support, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter now. The chance gone.
Oh, that ball was knocked out. That'll be another set of 6. So Salford here got 2 minutes left at the end of this first half. It's been a pulsating 38 minutes so far. Plenty of tries. And more to come, no doubt, as here comes Salford. One before the break would really liven up the visitors' dressing room at half-time. Over halfway. And he gets it away. Here's Luckley. Drives it forward. They're 35 away. Ball now here with Ackers. Ackers bumps off Mago. Now he's looking for support. Still looking for support. Ackers gets it out wide. Costello's got nowhere to go. But Wigan are back inside their own 20 here. And Maddie now will get it away. Atkin is going to dribble the kick through the line. But there is Field, and Field will just fall on the ball, and we're going to happy to have it back just before the break.
Yeah, I think with a minute on the clock, it perhaps needed a better end to that set. At least make it a contest or something. Slides the kick through the first line of defence, and it's straight down the throat of Jay Field. Doesn't have to do anything, not even a contest with a minute to go. But if that was earlier on in the game, then that's a great end to the set. You know, 5 metres away from your own line, go after the game a bit.
What a carry from Marshall, the winger there, driving forward, gets Wigan out of there. Own 20, then comes Bateman, last one. It's been a good effort from Salford. They may get a couple of tackles here. Can they get pressure on the kick? The kick is a good one, it's a really good one. And it bounces inside the 20. And Salford pen right back on their own line. That was a wonderful end to the set.
Yeah, perfect, super stuff. You know, that's what Wigan have just done over the last 20 minutes, just dictate to where they turn the ball over and then going after it, upping their intensity, upping the ante in defence, and just really making Salford almost feel like it's deja vu, coming off their own line once more.
Well, that will be it. The last tackle of the half. Liam Farrell with a try for Wigan that put them back in front. The home fans are very happy indeed. They're 40 minutes away from joining St Helens at the top of the table. Salford were in front early on by 12 points to 6. But 3 Wigan tries unanswered mean that Wigan are in the lead as they make their way off. We've got all the first half reaction to come with Helen, Danica, Sam and Martin. And at the break, it's Wigan 24, Salford 12.
Welcome back to League on 4 live from the DW Stadium, where half-time sees Wigan ahead 24-12. Danica, they're not out of it yet though. You back Salford.
Yeah, I do, and that first 15 minutes proved that, you know, it's anybody's game, and there's a few missed chances from Salford. Could have meant the score was a little bit different now, but, you know, they just need to get themselves and the consistency just to stop those unforced errors.
We predicted big things from Jay Field before the match, and he didn't disappoint, Sam, did he? Wigan were out first.
5 minutes into the game, we saw exactly what he can do. We spoke before the game about how fast he is. On this set here, the third in defender highlighted, when he makes the decision to come in, the 2 defenders outside him must follow, or gaps will be created, and that's what happens. The ball goes to Bateman. He's got the quick thinking to get the ball straight into Jay Field's hands, and then this is what we spoke about before the game. That's sheer speed, and you know, it's like we said before, it's one thing to talk about defending, doing it's another. As soon as he's in any space like this, there's no chance he's going to get stopped, because Ryan Brealey, the guy chasing him, just to prove how fast Jay Field is. Ryan Brealey's one of the quickest in Super League, but he's not Jay Field quick.
He just sees so much space, doesn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't, and he creates that because everybody's worried about what he's going to do. So you change how you would normally defend, and it opens up for him.
Salford were quick to respond though, Danica.
Yeah, absolutely. They pushed that ball down the end of the field and they were camping in Wigan's half, and look, in a few missed chances, we've got the kick across there. And just that little pass out there just happened to fall through, but then Salford carry on responding. You know, we've got a lot of hands on the ball here. They're moving them around, they're moving the Wigan defence, and it was just unfortunate to be held up over this one with the Wigan boys doing a grand effort. But finally, the pressure that Salford have been creating in that first half started to pay off. We've got the defender here drawing in. Both defenders have got their hips turned, which means that it's going to be harder for them to readjust, which gives King Budiyayawa, it's the only reason they've made me say that one,
I'm so glad you said King's name.
And as the prop forward does, he's been given the gap, the boys have turned their hips, and he's just going to power through and crash ball that try down.
Wigan did answer back again though, didn't they?
Say again, sorry?
I said Wigan came back quickly.
Yes, they did. They stayed in this game. They've been strong. I think that some of it has been down to obviously Salford letting them back in, errors, penalties. But this was all about Ryan Brealey. He targets the defender. That little skippy run gets on the outside, and Maddie Costello finishing like all good centres do. But he's done that a couple of times, Ryan Brealey. I know that's something that Sam was very good at himself, where you go on the inside and you skip to the outside and you really turn the defender inside out, and Ryan Brealey has been doing that very well for Salford in the first half.
I know Danica in particular was very excited that Salford were, answering back, were putting their hands up. But you have to be honest, it was some Salford disciplinary issues that let Wigan back in, wasn't it?
Absolutely. Salford, they are playing well, but they have to play better. They've missed opportunities which they have to finish, but they also have to stop giving Wigan free ball.
Wigan don't need any more opportunities to score, and this is a walking try for Cade Ellis, and it does come from ill discipline. They got a 6 again, which means the tackle count starts and they're defending their own line more than they should be, and Wigan don't need to be gifted opportunities, they can create enough themselves.
But when we're talking about discipline and we're talking about letting Wigan back in, how important is it at this stage to think about form and headspace? Because if Salford start to get a bit rattled, is that going to let Wigan run away with it?
I think so. I think what will rattle Salford is any opportunities they need to finish, because Wigan are a very structured defensive side now. There's 2 or 3 chances where Salford have blown it. They're up to 2 tries behind on the scoreboard, and they've probably blown 2 or 3 themselves. So, had they executed a little bit better, we could be looking at a tighter game already.
Let's talk about the next try that we saw, though.
Yeah, this is Callum Watkins, we highlighted before the game. He's playing second row rather than centre. Now, as a second row, you get told to go and put a pressure on a half-back, which he's done. He's probably put in a little bit too much effort. At some point, he has to steady his feet and continue to work with the guys inside and out. He's gone a little bit too hard, which has sort of opened the gap. And Liam Farrell, at Wigan, we used to call him the sniffer because he can sniff a try from anywhere and he won't miss that. It's actually Liam Farrell that creates the next one. Going across the line, it's as if him and Harry Smith had swapped positions. That's Harry Smith's job normally, running across the line and feeding the ball to people in space. Now, Liam Farrell, very, very talented player. He's gone across there and sort of done Harry's job and given him the platform.
If you're Matt Peake, what are you saying now?
Say more of the same. More of the same. I think Wigan have been the dominant side. They just need to come out second half and continue that, I think.
Yeah, you're going to match up on defensively. There's been a few errors at the start of that very game when people seem to warm up. I think Salford managed to rattle Wigan a little bit, by having the field possession and having the ball in the hand. So, they've tightened themselves up now. That first 20 minutes have gone. I reckon this second half, Wigan now might just take the spoils and run away a bit.
Well, you say that, but Salford have, as you said, Salford have had plenty of chances. Let's just have a look at some of their near misses.
Yes, we go here. I think it's Brodie Croft going up the middle there, and he's got 2 players on his right-hand side and didn't pass to either of them. But, they have to keep the fire, Salford, but just have to have some control. Paul Rowley talking to his team there, just telling them to fix a few things up. If they can fix some things up, this second half is, it's not over. It's not over. It's definitely, this game's not over.
And that's what I think we need to remind people of. This is Super League on terrestrial television for the first time. So if you are new to this game, 24-12 is not out of Salford's reach, is it?
No, definitely not. Two tries and 2 goals, and I think Salford have proven in that first half that they have got the ability to break the Wigan side down. I think Ryan Brealey at fullback is going to be the key for them this half, and any opportunities that he gets, they need to finish, because they're not going to get too many of them, so any chances they do get, they've got to score.
And we talked about them needing to be creative and needing to do something different. Have we seen enough of that from Salford yet?
What we've seen is really good ball in hand and some really, really simple rugby. At the end there, the missed chances have come from a bit of a panic pass. There was no need to pass it there. There was like a free shot to run for, set the ball down, take the tackle and reset either side, which has given them the opportunity. But it's really crucial that Salford are playing really well through their backs and they're moving this ball around. Their forwards aren't the biggest pack, and so they're getting a good platform with a good play of the ball and managing to move it out wide pretty quick.
So plenty to play for, and I suspect we are going to see plenty more tries in the second half. The next 40 minutes is coming your way very shortly, but MMA fans are in for a treat on Thursdays. Channel 4 brings you the Professional Fighters League. Action gets underway on Channel 4 Sport YouTube from 10:30pm. It'll be live on Channel 4 from 2am. First though, we will have the second half from the DW Stadium after the break. Mark Wilson and Kyle Amor will bring you all of the action. See you in a minute.
Welcome back to the DW Stadium, where the Wigan Warriors lead Salford by 24 points to 12. There are the visitors, Salford. They were in front by 12 points to 6. They created that huge chance just before the break. Will they regret it? They'll fancy if they can score the first points of the second half, then they could be going home with the spoils here. For Wigan, 4 tries in that first half. and Kyle Amor alongside me, St Helens Grand Final winner. Salford have been great ball in hand.
Yeah.
They just need to get the ball more in Wigan's half of the field.
Yeah, for sure, Mark. You know, look, they bombed 2 tries. You know, that's it was pretty evident early on. They bombed the try over on that far side, and then right at the end there with Brodie Croft, couldn't quite find the pass. And on another day, we could be sat here all square at 24 all. I think with Salford, you know, they need to fix up the discipline. We saw the last 20 minutes of that first half, it was all one-way traffic with Wigan. And for me, if they can fix that up and buy some land and buy some territory and time, crucially down near Wigan Warriors try line, they've already shown that they can get over. But the key is that.
Well, Harry Smith has got a try and 4 goals to his name. Salford need more tries and goals in this second half, and they get first use of the ball. The Betfred Super League action live on Channel 4. Wigan against Salford, and Salford now have it. I think Paul Rowley will have been quite buoyant with parts of this performance in the first half. We know they're missing a lot of key players.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you're looking down the list of absentees. You've got Sneed, Laffey, Burgess, Ryan Lannan. All off the top of my head there. So quality players missing from Salford, but take nothing away as well. Wigan do have noticeable absentees too. Lulawai, Powell and Singleton, for me, who's been the cornerstone of Wigan Warriors' pack. Such a big leader amongst this young Wigan side in Singleton. He's been missed today.
Yeah, he has indeed. As ball comes across, here's Morgan Escaray on as a substitute at half-time, a former Wigan player, of course. As he gets them over the halfway line, he'll be desperate to make an impact today. Brierley goes high. Field will come forward to catch it. Catches it. Williams is there, and in the end they close the space nicely.
Yeah, they did there. I was worried for a second there. Morgan Escaray just shuts the door on him. I think with Escaray as well, he offers something different off the bench, a bit of a maverick in his own right. If he can inject himself into this game, I'm sure he can cause some trouble. Always sniffing in around the ruck as well for an offload or a quick play of the ball. Liam Farrell here takes us over the halfway line.
Kings with a tackle. Ball now on the halfway line. Here, infield they come. Tackle there made by Addy on Havard. Gerrard around the legs, just looking to bring the player down. On the last one, Wigan then looking to go to the kick as Smith will kick high. Brierley's coming. He just had a bit of a chat with his winger there, and that's a good take in the end. And that was good communication. You could see he had to look where his winger was.
Yeah, there's the work there from Costello as well. It's only a small little thing, but he makes Bevan French almost run round him and just changes his line for a split second, which allows Brealey to catch that ball once again. Super stuff from Salford, just good attention to detail, I think.
Here's Croft, who, for my money, outstanding in that first half. You just hope from his point of view, Salford don't regret that chance that went on the ground right before half-time.
Yeah, I just think Croft and Ackers, they've been the 2 most dangerous players for Salford. You know, Croft, what I've liked about, he's had the ability to skip back, bump players off, and then threaten the other side of the ruck when perhaps the Warriors defenders have switched off, and he's been so lively.
Here's Ackers again, who has been lively, kicks downfield, it's a Wigan player. Field will collect it, there's a wall of black shirts in front of him, and again they deal with him nicely, Salford. So they've started inside their own 10, they'll be reasonably happy with that set. And Morgan Escaray's just getting some running repairs, he's just come on. As the ball now moves across with Bateman, here's Thornley, great to see him back as well. He's only played twice this season, picked up a nasty ankle injury earlier on in the campaign. Bateman to Smith. Here goes Partington on halfway on. It's a good offload as well, and it's picked up now. Here goes O'Neill stepping his way over the 40-metre line. Salford have got to try and look after that ball if they can. But Wigan starting to push here now. Field gets it away. There's a little step there from Havard, goes it alone, 20 metres out, last one. Which way will Wigan go? They're split left and right. They're coming right here now and rush out of the line, but from Brierley misses Field. Field kicks into space. Bevan French needs a bounce. Oh, he doesn't get one. He doesn't get one. Well, the bounce of the ball there favours Salford right when they needed it. Brierley shot out of the line. He didn't get his man.
Look at the footwork there from Field, in and away. just puts a clever little kick in, but the bounce of the ball, like you said, Mark, it just rolls away from Bevan French, and that is a chance there.
And what that
Salford
means,
survive.
Yeah, sorry, what that means, 7 tackles set because Wigan kicked the ball dead. Salford get an extra tackle as they start from the 20. There is the kick, and you think at this point, one bounce and Bevan French is in. But you can never trust the bounce of a rugby league ball, and on that occasion it favoured the Red Devils. And now they're up outside their own 40. Slow play of the ball as well. Ball comes to Addy. Addy runs. Really versatile player, Danny Addy. And he's wrapped up on the halfway line. There's now the ball to Briley, who's playing in the halves now, isn't he? Ryan Briley. Now he gets it away to Croft, and Croft steps in. He gets an offload away. This is better from Salford. Little dummy run there. Tip back inside. Here's Seal. Oh, he had the pass and he didn't pass it. That was another chance. Salford again showing when they get down the right end of the field, they've got points in them. 15 away, last one, they're knocking on the door here. Which way are they going to go? They're going to go down the short side. Here's Croft, little grubber kick through for Briley, and they will score! Briley left it alone, and the try is scored. They may want to check this one. The video referee will tell us. The referee on the field thinks this is good. Salford could be right back in it.
Video referee to match director. We've got an on-field decision of try on tackle 5. Please go check all the available angles for onside, offside, please. Pause it on the foot on this. Yes, everybody's onside. They've got both feet behind the ball. We'll run it on from this, please. Both going towards the ball. This is fine. Let's go on to the catch. Yes, thank you.
Straightforward enough, this looks.
Catch by Gerrard. It's in possession, and it's grounded. Thank you. I've seen all the available.
Brilliant stuff from Salford. And how cool was Ryan Briley there, Kyle? He didn't panic, did he? He could have grabbed it himself, but he let his big front row forward get it. Salford are right back in it.
Well, for me, it's been the best try of the afternoon so far, that one. The whole build-up to the try for me was fantastic. We've been waiting for Ken Seal to come into action, and a few plays later, that man Brodie Croft, so threatening, steps back off his right foot, puts a lovely kick in, and Alex Gerrard, as all good front rows should do, he's chase every kick going near the line. Him and Brealey there, so smart just to leave it. And Salford, they're straight back in this.
And the kick is good. Briley with the extras, and we've got to again praise this man Brodie Croft.
Brodie Croft, yeah, super talent. That kick, perfect weight, inch perfect, and a try for Gerrard. 24-18, game back on.
Just the start they needed. There's a try scorer, Alex Gerrard. Fair to say, he doesn't get too many. Formerly of Widnes and Lee. And he has a try for the Red Devils. Slight delay in the restart here. I think there's a communication problem. There we see it being repaired. Well, we've got the Formula 1 later on Channel 4 from Imola. Coverage begins at 6:30. That was like a pit stop, but this time for the referee. As we await play to get back underway here. 6 minutes gone in the second half, and Salford have halved the deficit. And that's what we've got coming up Thursday night, 10:30, Channel 4 Sport on YouTube, and live from 2 AM on Channel 4, the PFL Challengers Series. The quest to win $1 million prize in the featherweight division. That gets underway 10:30 on Thursday night. And then tonight, later on this afternoon, 6:30 start, Formula 1 highlights, right here on Channel 4, underway at 6:30. And I'm picking the pit stops in that will be quicker than the pit stop for our official this afternoon. So they need to be able to communicate. Remember the old days, Carl, when they used to just wave a flag and blow the whistle?
Maybe a bit before my time, that one, Mark.
There's a game later on this evening as well from the Super League, the last one of the weekend. That sees Hull FC taking on the Catalan Dragons. That's on Sky Sports later on. Kicks off at 6:45. And here comes Salford then. Kyle, great start to the second half for them. It's what we've been saying all afternoon. If they get the ball over the halfway line, they look like they're going to score.
Oh, we mentioned it there as the teams came back out. We felt that, you know, if Salford could spend some time down that end of the field.
And this will help. Offloads inside their own 20, but good, clean offloads.
Yeah, measured ones as well. And there's an error there, though. That's not what you needed. You know, set after point, so important again. You just get through your set. Kick the ball long, chase hard. Liam, under the pressure of Liam Farrell, he just loses the ball. And the door of opportunity opens up here for the Warriors for the first time in this second half. A scrum 25 metres out, right central to the posts.
Yeah, Dion Cross, been a good signing for Salford.
He has, yeah.
Spent a lot of time in the lower leagues, but getting his chance at Super League, I think it's fair to say he's more than earned that chance as well.
Oh, absolutely, you know, he's played every game this season. You mentioned there in the Championship a few years, obviously with Widnes, Barrow and Rochdale.
Well, here's a chance though for Wigan. What can Salford do defensively as the ball is moved to Field? Field tries to go inside, but Riley closes the door. That was good, but Wigan now will see this as a chance just to reassert themselves on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Salford has shown they're not going anywhere yet. Good tackle there. Ormonroyd flying out of the line. 22 metres away. Wigan will play it now. They're trying to get on a roll forward here. Short pass.
He's been doing that a lot recently this year, Ollie Partington. I really like that subtle skill that he's brought into his game. Short, soft, short little passes.
10 away. Here he is again. This time goes it alone, but luckily it is with a tackle. Right in front of the post. Options left and right. They're coming right here with Smith. Swings it to Field. Miss out pass. Trying to get Thornley away. Thornley's tackled 5 out. Williams jammed in off the wing to make the tackle. Bateman loops the ball to Smith. Smith's going to kick out wide. It's Marshall up against CO. CO catches it in the field of play. How on earth has he got back into the field of play there? Marshall, look, for all money, he was going to tackle him in goal. If he tackles him in goal, we can get the ball back. That's wonderful.
Yeah, but these are tough carries now. Who wants to roll the sleeves up? Take the ball forward against his onrushing Wigan defence. 3 tackles gone, only 10 metres made. And another one there as Margot and company deal with him again.
Well, what a catch, but look at the effort. Gets the ball back in play. And a short pass here, and it almost a break for Salford, but that's the last one. And Ackers is going to look to kick out a dummy half, but he kicks straight at Field. Field juggles it, goes backwards, that's okay. He can play on, he comes forward. What's the Salford chase like? It's not too bad. And from where they were, they'll be happy that Wigan are outside the Salford line.
Yeah, you know, the smarts that Ken Seal showed there, just to outstretch his arm, put the ball back in the field of play. You know, they've saved themselves defending their own line again, which is the most energy-consuming part of the game, defending your own line. You know, your heart rate's higher. It's so difficult to defend, but when you can kick the ball like that and buy yourself 40, 50 metres, super play there. And in the context of this game...
Well, here goes Cuss. Well, that ball, was it ripped out? Is that going to be play on?
You just wonder, sorry, Mark, how that could be a big turning point for Salford.
And it is going to be Salford ball. And here's Cuss. He thinks he's getting through the line. It was Ackers who ripped it out.
Yeah.
And the referee here has said that that ball has gone forward from a Wigan player.
Perhaps got away with that one. Sometimes you need the luck.
Joe Shorrocks is on for Wigan, the youngster. His 42nd appearance for Wigan. 33 of those have come off the bench, but he is some talent as Williams had a juggle from the scrum. And Salford start 30 out from their own line. Half an hour to go here, and this one is right in the balance. Wigan would go level with St Helens with a win at the top of the table. Salford looking for that 4th Super League win of the season.
Yeah, they started the season so well with Salford, back-to-back wins against Castleford and Toulouse, and then fell from grace really, only 1 win in the last sort of 7 games.
Here's Ackers again, good ball.
You just feel it's important for them, if they can get a result here today, which is so difficult to do, mind. Any trip to the DW is, in fact, if they can get that, they can almost re-energise, restart their season, get them back on track.
Ackers and Croft are dragging Salford right into this one. Here is Croft under pressure. Oh, he was smashed as he kicked it. right as he kicked it. High kick taken by Wigan, and Wigan get it back 15 off their own line, and fair play to Croft, he's got straight up.
Yeah, that's terrific kick pressure there from Ollie Partington. Just puts him off his kick. We see there, really committed. Nothing wrong with it. Liam Farrell,
That's a penalty, and Salford,
they don't get away with that one that time.
I'll be annoyed with that. Let's have a look at it again.
It's that man Morgan Esquire, no. For me, it's a penalty.
I thought it was one-on-one. I did, but I think he could have got, maybe just balance itself out. But
well, that's one thing you don't want to do. You know, you don't want to. You know, that action there has just cost his side 40 metres and puts them under pressure once again.
Well, here come Wigan then, looking to add to that 6-point lead. Here goes Partington. He's wrapped up, 35 away. Wigan have it with Smith. Smith short past the Bateman. Briley with the tackle.
There's a lot of cherry and white shirts there down that short channel.
Yeah.
All moved open to the big sides. You imagine this ball's going to get moved through Partington onto Havard.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens as back into the action comes Cade Ellis. Shorrocks is in at dummy half. Dummy's right, goes left. Here's Kate Cuss, gets it out the back, interception is on! And they will not catch this man! Ken Seo is away and gone! And Salford are going to be level here at the DW! 13th Super League try of the season, and Ken Seo was never going to be caught. The Salford fans love it. They're a kick away from parity.
Oh my word, this game's flipped on its head now. Ken Seo, a real strike weapon outside. You know, he scored over 40% of all Salford's tries this season. Well, that weapon's been ignited now. And it's this pass here, Jay Field, he tries a speculator there for Liam Marshall. But as soon as he catches this ball, well, everybody just sat back at home because he's away, no one's going to catch him. Just strolls in to bring this game to within 2 points with a kick to come. And Field there, just, almost gambles on the pass. But that man's alive to it, Ken Seo. He races away and scores his 13th try this season.
I think as a Salford fan, when Ken Seo catches that ball, you know he's going to score. You know he's going to go the length of the field.
Everybody at home and everybody in this stadium knew there was no one out there quick enough to catch him. Not with that much of a head start anyways, but this is an important kick now to come.
This is a big kick now for Ryan Briley. I just wonder if Ken Seo could have gone under the post. He was jogging in, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
But if this goes over, it doesn't matter, of course. We'll be level. Briley, right-footed, sends it on the way. The flags go up, and we are level. 26 minutes remaining at the DW Stadium. The home fans here are stunned. We said that Salford needed to come out firing second half, and they are firing. And this man, you give him half a chance, he will score.
Yeah. He sure does. Well, I thought the Salford defence there looking back, they got it all wrong on that edge. I think it's the centre who comes in panicking. But he puts enough pressure on Jay Field, who throws that speculator pass, or tries to. Ken Seo just plucks it out the air and races away. And 24 all, 25 minutes to go, live on Channel 4, Sunday afternoon. This is what we wanted.
Well, a reminder for those who may be new to the Betfred Super League, if it's level after 80 minutes, we will go to golden point extra time. There's an awful lot could happen before then, but that's where we are at the moment. 24 points each here, and the Salford Red Devils are proving that their recent form may just be a blip, because they are right up for this one as Esquire tries to get to an edge. He didn't get the best ball away, but Costello does well to fight his way up to the halfway line. Last one then, need a good kick here. Briley gets it away. Croft's going to run it. He's going to run it on the last one. This is outrageous. Watkins then will kick. It touches a Wigan hand. It could be play on here, and Marshall was brave, and Marshall collects. Well, Salford are showing they're coming to win this match, and they're confident in that man, Brodie Croft. They have got a match winner.
Yeah, without doubt, Mark. He's just, he's been everywhere at the moment. Stepping off that big right foot, taking the line on, full of confidence, full of class today.
Well, they're 40 away. Ball was touched in flight. Would have been interesting if Salford could have got that ball back as Thornley offloads. Gets it away. Smith's going to kick into space here. The speedsters are not quite in attendance, so Escaré will get back in panic. And he's got nowhere to go. Farrell makes the tackle. It was a good kick in the end. It was a percentage play from Smith. And Salford now penned in their own 10. And what a ball rallying tackle that is.
Yeah, clever from Smith there. See, no one was at home. Plenty of space in that bottom corner of the south stand. And he kicks it there. And Wigan, they're just trying to go after this game now, upping their ante in defence. Trying to get back into this contest and calm down a bit.
Oh, wow, a bit of friendly fire there. The Salford player slipped. I think John Bateman got clattered by Thornley there. Interesting having a look at that one as they're going to run it again. Here's Croft, turns it back inside, Watkins through. Oh, that pass was forward. It was forward. He was waiting agonisingly. Briley had just gone a split second too soon.
And look at his face, he knows it. There wasn't much in that. I thought it was a line ball at best. Wonderful work from Watkins. Promotes the ball. Yeah, no, you have to agree it is forward.
He held it as long as he could.
He did.
He was trying to, almost waiting for Briley just to try and stop his run.
And look at the anguish on his face.
But what about the bravery of Salford? I think they've learned from that cup game. They came here, they didn't score any points. They've worked out how to score against this Wigan team, and it shows.
Well, they've just been moving the ball while we spoke about it in pre-game. The fact that they're willing to move the ball deep inside their own half, and they get some joy and success off it. So the question is can they maintain that composure? Can they maintain the game plan of moving the ball on Wigan and creating space for people like Watkins back through the middle, catching the tired defence of Wigan.
Well, Wigan, who got those 3 unanswered tries at the end of the first half, 12 in front of the break, remember, may have thought they were going to kick on and win it, but no such luck. They're going to have to battle their way back into this. It's all level. Smitty's back out there. He's tackled 35 away.
And you just get a sense this crowd's gone really quiet as well. They're almost a bit concerned now.
That's a pass off the floor, isn't it? That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah,
to Salford.
Kane Ellis there. They're in free fall at the minute.
So that's a tackle. As soon as his hand and his knee hit the floor, the ball carrying arm and the ball hit the floor, he cannot pass it off the ground. And if he'd have gone on his knees and had the ball in his hand, Kyle, he would have been entitled to pass it. But as soon as that ball or his hand hits the floor, he's tackled.
That's it, Mark. And I just think for Wigan, they just need to settle down, get through a couple of sets, perhaps a good couple little kicks, and just build some pressure. And that there from Kane Ellis, it's just a sign of maybe a bit of panic, trying to come up with something, in order to get his side back in front.
Live sport, you cannot beat it.
That's good defence there.
What the outcome is going to be here. The underdogs of Salford, and that's what they were coming into this one on recent form. You can't look anything other than that Wigan were the favourites on home soil. But they're going towards the post. There's still plenty of time left. They're coming down the short side. Briley goes down a bit of a blind alley, but keeps the ball alive to Ackers, who's been outstanding. Ackers is 15 away. They're right in front if they wanted to opt for a point, but I think Salford think they're worth more than that. Here's Croft again, hands on the ball, turns it back. They are going straight up the middle. They are going up the middle. Croft is clapping, he wants it short side. They're going to run it here. Kick through, Croft gets it back, but Farrell tackles him. Farrell tackles him.
Turnover there. Crofty tried a little kick there, but the Wigan edge defence on that left side were all so tight. Farrell just gets a boot to it. But it's deemed not played at. But for me now, it's what Salford can do here. That's okay, turning the ball over 3 or 4 metres from the line, as long as you back it up with good defence. And they look shaky now, the Warriors, at the moment.
They do indeed. I just wonder if Farrell moves his foot to the ball there. We may have another look at that one. But here come Wigan. Bateman, always reliable for a carry off his own line. This is it again. It's hard. Is he putting his foot out to make the tackle, or is he putting his foot out to stop the kick? But
well, it won't matter now. None of those players will be thinking about that. Just get on with the game.
Ref's had a good game as well so far, to be fair. This game's there to be won for both sides. A quarter of it left. Brodie Croft wasn't happy when the call didn't go his way, but
it's a great
here
defensive
comes
set.
The kick from Smith.
And this is how you win. Sorry, Matt. This is how you win these periods of the game. We call it the arm wrestle when it's all locked level and it's set for set mentality. You know, going after teams defensively, getting them to kick the ball deep within inside your own half. You know, we just see here the Salford shirts. The Rudge have to get the breather, they get to walk back and behind the ball, and 2 plays later they're all set again. If we can keep going like this, set for set, it's just a case of who's going to crack first.
Here goes CO, whose try has levelled it up here at the DW Stadium. The prospect of Golden Point gets closer, and Salford looking for points of their own. Here's Addy, good carry as well, and a good offload. Briley he got the bounce, but he couldn't step away, and it's desperate defence from Wigan. Thornley and French were all over him, and they're coming short side here. Escaray's it, trying to dummy his way forward, fighting for every inch on the ground. They're coming short side with Briley, who's going to stab the kick downfield, straight to Field, who picks it up 10 off his own line. But Wigan can't get much further than that. I think Salford up to press, barring that opening try for Jay Field, they've kept him reasonably quiet.
Yeah, they have, for sure. Solid line every time, kick chase, body on body. Sorry, shoulder to shoulder defence. But it's here now where they just need to go after it a bit more. And that's a great tackle there from Bunny Uwawa.
Yeah, Watkins involved again. Good work middle of the field. Wigan are finding it tough here, very tough indeed. And the ball from Shorrocks. Farrell comes forward, trying to work his way up the middle. Can he find an offload? No, he can't. Last one on halfway.
Just on this though, I do believe that Wigan Warriors are one of the best in the competition for absorbing pressure and then going up the other end of the field as they're doing so with Smith.
Smith gets it away, they've got space out wide. Big chance if they get the bounce. Escaray got a hand on it and has to kick it dead. Well, they created the opening. We praise Salford for running on the last. Smith did the same, but Escaray was there.
Well, it's what the best sides in the competition do. They absorb and deal with pressure in those difficult parts of the game, but then have the smarts, the intelligent and the class to go up the other end of the field and put an intelligent kick like that in and really flip the pressure back on its head. You know, Wigan Warriors now, they're going to get a period of good ball for sure. What can they do with it this time? It's important that they think that they don't have to score on this set of 6. Build pressure, stay down here.
They've got to get the shot clock away here. They have a limited amount of time to get the goal line restart away, and Briley, I think, realised that time was ticking away. He just had to panic to retrieve it and eventually got it back in play. If he hadn't have done that, then it would have been a penalty for Wigan.
Yeah, they've only got 30 seconds to do so, just trying to speed up the game. A new rule that was brought in perhaps 2 years ago, I think it was, to stop players using it to their advantage and getting a breather, speeding the game up and making it more dynamic and athletic.
Here comes Smithies. Smithies now is inside the 20. Can Salford defend this set here? They've got themselves right back in the battle. It's a slow play of the ball. Ball here to Bateman. Bateman on the angle. We've seen that before, but Salford have as well. They stop it on this occasion. Shorrocks on the front foot. Gets it away. They've got numbers on that left edge. Great tackle on Cust.
It was. It had to be as well. Yeah, it had to be. They had about 3 or 4 numbers out wide. The pressure there. Cust forcing back inside as Smith kicks it now.
And that's bounced out. Is it played out? It's gone forward. I think Wigan had numbers on the left there, and the likes of Farrell and Bibby were screaming for the ball over on the Wigan left. They didn't get it, and Salford survive, and Salford now bring it forward. That was the kick, and it was knocked on by Smith on the ground. Here's Williams. Ooh, again he slips.
Yeah, just loses his foot in there. The Salford player's arms in the air, just hoping that Marcus Griffiths blows his whistle for a relieving penalty. They're doing it again. They can't be in hope. They have to be in hard work mentality. Get to the other end of the field.
Here's Addy. Addy goes forward. Runs it in up to the 14. These players have played 3 times in, 8 days or so. The petrol tanks will be running empty, but you wouldn't think it, as here they go again. Escaray gets it away. Ball cuts infield over on the far side. Crossing is who's tackled. Last one from the halfway line. Croft again, just pokes the kick in towards the corner. Field will trot across, slips as he got to the line. Brings it back in field, and again he's tackled 20 away. Another good set from Salford.
Yeah, terrific stuff from Salford. I'm loving what they're doing at the moment in the grind of the game. Just getting through the sets. That set for set mentality, yeah, that's okay on play 1. It's not going to really hurt you in the context of the set. But Ian Thornley with a real carry with intent and purpose, trying to get Wigan on the front foot.
We're getting to a nervy point here. Another set restart for Wigan, so
That's
back to back.
Yeah, giving one away is okay, but giving two.
There's nobody at the back for Salford. Escare's in the line at the moment. Bateman gets it away to Shorrocks. Shorrocks now gets it away. Smith trying to get to an edge. Tackle made by Watkins.
The middle unit of Salford, they look shot to bits. They look gone on energy.
One-handed pick-up. Here they go again. Smithies spots a gap. Salford are on the ropes here. 10 away Wigan.
It's getting
looking to nudge back in front. They're going to that left-hand side now. Field, short pass to Farrell. Great tackle. Really good defence from Salford.
Desperation and had to be it all. But it's getting all too quick.
Here's Shorrocks. They need points. The Wigan go for the one-pointer here. They're 5 metres away. They're right in front. Last one. They're coming back to the right-hand side. They're going to try and power over. Ellis gets it away. It goes backwards. Smithies gets it. Cust is going to hoist it high. Are they going to challenge for it? No, they let French have it. And that, you have to say, is a brilliant defensive effort from Salford. They were under the pump there, back-to-back sets, and they come up with a play.
Yeah, terrific stuff from Salford. Desperation and desire in scramble. You know, this ball's been moved from one side of the field to the other, offloads, kicks to the corner, and they just absorb it all. And there's a number of bodies now on the haunches for Salford. I mentioned that the middles, they look gassed, they look gone. Well, and Elijah Taylor, yeah, he looks like he's struggling on the floor there.
Well, Salford will want him. They've lost so many players this season, but he is the engine, isn't he? Defensively, the amount of work he does. And he's down on the ground. We hope he's okay.
Yeah.
You can see that the chest, though, he's breathing in, isn't he, at a rate of knots.
He looks a bit uncomfortable, doesn't he? What you see here, I'm not sure quite what happens, perhaps a head-on-head. Yeah, he just gets his head on the lower back of Cade Ellis, and it's just a big contact there. Perhaps he's maybe seeing stars a little bit, but take nothing away from the rest of his Salford side. In desperation, desire to want to win this game. You know, they've conceded the most tries in Super League of Salford, and on today 24 points. You know, it's still an awful lot of tries to concede, but the desperation, the desire that they're showing to keep turning this Wigan side away as we enter into the final 13 minutes of the game.
Fair play as well. The Wigan fans behind the post there, they're all applauding him as he comes off. There they are. Great sportsmanship. Really tough game. I mean, you've been in this situation, Carl, many times. 3 games in 8 days. I mean, to us mere mortals, have thought playing 1 game is frightening enough, but 3 in 8 days is, well, it's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's very, very tough on these players, but you know, with the conditioning staff, the medical staff, and you have all the tools put in place to make sure that you're at your absolute best come game day. Obviously, as we enter into the final stages, perhaps, again, I mentioned it first half, that we'll probably see a lot of high-scoring games due to the physically demanding nature of the sport, just draining energy all the time. But these players take nothing away from you. I have to tip the hat to them. Some of the best athletes in world of sport going at it once again, a full 80 minutes.
13 remaining. Game on a knife edge here. Salford were 12 behind at the break, but Gerrard and Ken Seo have scored tries that have levelled it up here. Short pass. Oh, it's a forward pass.
No, that's not what
it's
they wanted.
It's a forward pass.
But I'll tell you what, when we come back, just watch the work that Liam Farrell does from marker. That change of pace, that desperation, that put a bit of heat on Greg Burke. And it means that he can't quite put the pass where he wants it. He just tips it forward to Alex Gerrard, but great work there from that man, Liam Farrell. Does so much of the small facets of the game that that go unnoticed more often than not. And it's only a little play, but you know, in the context of the game, they get the ball back, 15, 20 metres out.
It's an uncompleted set for Salford when they've just had to defend back-to-back sets, and here they've got numbers. This is a chance. Ball goes away. Oh, and French! He's lost it. Huge chance there. Field to French. And French has just spilled his sweets all over the floor at the DW Stadium. He is gutted.
That burst of pace there from Field. It means the centre and winger, they have to take account for him. Supplies the pass to French and he just can't take it in. And that is a huge chance gone.
Well, they're soaking up pressure. Remember, Wigan beat Toulouse in round 4 by a late drop goal, 29 points to 28. They beat Hull 19 points to 18. They've been involved in a couple of one-point games. Wigan, they've come up on the right end of both of them, but Salford will want the win themselves.
And I'm almost certain that Harry Smith, you know, he ripped the heart out of the Salford Red Devils last year in a one-point ball game. Could it happen again?
Well, we will see. 11 to go here. We thank you for your company this lunchtime on Channel 4. Live Super League, and as ever, the action on the field never lets us down, does it? Salford have come to play, and boy, they're putting up a show this afternoon. Last one for them. They're on halfway. They want a good kick here. They want to try and pen Wigan in. Addy gets it away to Croft. Croft kicks across field, but it's straight down the throat of Marshall, and Marshall will return this up to the 30. Great first shot there. Good tackle.
Good contact there from Watkins. Marshall deals with it, rides it, plays the ball, and they're going after them again. Danny Addy trying to shoot the line, but you have to be disciplined. Determined defence there on shore for Salford.
The people just turning on Channel 4, looking at some of these contacts and going, what, they do this for 80 minutes? Yeah, they do, every week. Here goes Farrell. Never dependable. Good defence though. Croft has been outstanding. He's been everywhere for Salford. Here they go up the middle. Smith gets it away to field. Oh, he got the ball away. I thought Williams was going for the intercept, but here now is French. Turning Brownlee inside and out. Going for the line. Still going. Big French. Weaving his way forward. Can he get there? No! Last one. They tackle him, but Wigan have got numbers left. Wigan have got numbers left. They're running out, trying to force the error. They've got to score here, Wigan. They are going to score. Oh no, they've dropped it. Unbelievable. Wigan Warriors have just thrown away a certain try. Scrambling, desperate defence. But what about this run? Williams went for the intercept, and French almost picked his pocket.
My word, what are we watching here, Mark?
How have they not scored?
How have they not scored? Marshall, he can't take it in.
Oh,
Speechless here. Two chances in the last 5 minutes gone for Wigan.
At what point does Salford go, hang on, this is our day. 9 minutes left, let's get down the other end here. Well, there's some hearts going to be broken at the DW Stadium this afternoon, but we're not quite sure whose yet as Williams gets forward. And now the one-pointer has to become a play now inside the final 10. Salford seemingly have been inside their own half for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, it was Matty Costello there at centre field, just jumps the line on Jay Field.
Short pass to Watkins, good tackle.
He gets the ball away to Bevan French, and all that lovely fancy footwork, agility, balance, everything on shore. And it's Costello who actually stops the try from Bevan French on the try line.
What's Escaray done there? He's just given Wigan the ball, but good defence there. Vuni Yawa underneath it, it is.
And this for me is where big game experience comes to the fore. Who knows how to see a game out? Who knows what's required in the dying embers of this contest?
Well, we'll say it again, if we're level after 80 minutes, we go to golden point extra time. 5 minutes each way, whoever scores first wins it. It might be whoever scores next wins this one anyway. As Wigan now are getting the ball, and here's Farrell. Oh, was that high it was? Vuni Yawa goes high. A decision to be made here. Penalty for Wigan.
2 points, Mark. Maybe a bit too far out, 43 metres out, but that change of angle. And Vuniwawa, he's done such good stuff for Salford in the middle of the field. And perhaps, again, with 7 minutes on the clock, just a bit of a tired, lazy swinging arm.
There's a bit of breeze here as well, isn't there? That, well, we're right up at the back of the stand. Looks to be coming into the face of Wigan, but they've gone for the corner. The home fans were hoping for a card for Salford. It hasn't come. It stays 13 against 13. 7 to go.
Yeah, you'd imagine that Wigan will just get rolling forward, nothing fancy, try and lay around about a post, either the left or the right hand side of the post, and Harry Smith will drop deep, waiting to pick his moment for a drop goal, you'd think.
Well, they're 10 away. Ball here goes to Smith. They do turn it back inside. Bateman is running across the face of the defence. Bateman dragged down by his shirt, but he gets it away. Here forward come Wigan again. They're trying to break the line. Kuss dragged down, 5 away. Are they going for the try to win it here? Shorrocks holds on to it. He wins it. It's going to be a penalty. It's a penalty. He ran behind his own player, and that means that Salford will get the ball back. If this was a boxing match now, Salford are on the ropes. They need to throw something, but somehow they are hanging on for grim life.
And they're still in the fight. And as we know, it only takes one sucker punch to end it. As Shorrocks there runs in behind one of his own players. It's a penalty. And Matty Pete and Lee Breeze, well, they must be tearing their hair out. They should have had this game wrapped up 3 times over, I make it. But take nothing away from Salford. The desperation, desire, will and want to see this game out and win it is huge.
Well, we mentioned that Wigan have won 2 one-point games this season. Their only golden point game they've had was against Hull in 2019. They lost that one.
Big contact there, sorry.
Salford beat Hull KR and lost to Warrington in golden point. So, a mixed record. Here comes Salford again. Will they get a shot at glory in the 80 minutes? 5 remaining. Good play of the ball. Ackers is away. Where are the runners? Ackers goes alone. Great carry. They're over the halfway. Maybe another charge towards the post may do them.
He needed support there, as is Esker. He's on his own, isn't he?
Well, the 30 metres out here, and he offloads it. Gets it away to Addy. Addy to Ackers. Just need to drive it forward. This could be Salford's moment. 5 left. Croft and Briley wait. They're going to Brodie Croft. Croft with a drop goal chance down. Picked up by Salford. Salford could be delivered to the post. Oh, it's an interception. An interception for Salford. And Field is tackled. This game is unbelievable. Salford with a kick, they think, to win it. And then the ball goes down and Wigan get it back. What a passage of play here. Oh, should they have just held on to that pass? Kyle Amor, your heart's in your mouth. Everything's happening 100 miles an hour. There's no room to stop and think. You've got to do what you think is right.
This game is carnage, Mark. You can't call it. You thought there, Croft, he just sat in deep. You thought the 1 point, he gets it wrong. And somehow bounces with the arms of Croft. And they move the ball back through centre of the field, and it's Harry Smith who intercepts the ball.
Salford have got to stay clean here. If they do, they're going to force a kick. That's a good carry.
That's a big carry, On his front, plays the ball quick. Shorrocks next.
Here's Thornley. Thornley up to the halfway. This is the last one, so they will be kicking technically from the halfway line. Kate Cust has it. He's just going to poke the kick in behind Kensio, who trudges back, gets the bounce, picks it up. Now he'll return it. 4 minutes remaining. Wigan yet to score second half.
It's got to be 6 again, surely. It is.
It is 6 again.
And again, that's a penalty there.
Well, they weren't back to 10, were they? They weren't square, so
get away with that one.
Here come Salford with Williams. 1 mistake, 1 moment of brilliance could decide.
There's nobody there to carry the ball for Salford, and it's Ryan Braley taking a hit up out of dummy half on his own. There's 3 minutes left on the clock. Roll forward, and this man's been great for Salford today. Vuniuawa just carried that baton forward all afternoon.
40 away. I need to get your Betfred player of the match in a moment, Carl, but at the minute we can't possibly go down that route because we don't know who's going to win. Briley's getting treatment in back play. Is he going to go from the halfway line? He is.
No.
He's got it high, but he's not got the distance.
What's the chase like on this man?
It's a tired chase from Salford. Field looking for
Field
down the touchline to break Salford's hearts. And it's that man, Jay Field, will celebrate as he puts the ball down. Salford went for the 1-pointer. They came up short, and Jay Field has won the game surely for the Wigan Warriors. 1 moment of blistering pace is enough to decide it. Wigan lead by 28 points to 24.
Wow, if there was anybody who was going to take the game, it was that man, Jay Field. You know, we just seen there just before, he bombed the try at one end, but it's here. He goes all the way up the other end of the field and scores. Morgan Escaray's kick hasn't quite got the legs. Lands in the hands of Jay Field, and the Salford line, it's a late bit chase, but you can't afford to do this. Just skips in and away, goes round Costello like he's not even there, and goes from one end of the field to the other. All box office, all class, and an absolute winner there in Jay Field. Super stuff.
Well, twice we saw Wigan blow great chances. The tired chase from Salford, they've given it everything, and just one moment of blistering pace, and at this point he's gone. Escaray, whose drop goal was short, and Jay Field punishes it, and the kick now for Smith. And look at the joy on the faces. It's relief, it's excitement, it's Super League, and it's decided maybe in the final 2 minutes of the game. Smith adds the extras. It's heartbreaking for Salford, it genuinely is.
Well, he's a genuine
league by 6.
He's a genuine game breaker, a superstar of rugby league. And just look at the pace. It's so exciting to watch. And with Wigan, they have every chance of winning anything with this man on the field. And for me, he wins the player of the match. That one play, the game breaker, scored a try earlier on as well.
They've gone short. So the Betfred player of the match is the man who has just won the game. Jay Field, our player of the match. What a try. Heartbreaking for Salford. They're on a tough run of fixtures, but they've never gave up here. They were in it right until the end. And if Escaray's boot had been a size bigger, he might have got that one over the post.
No, it fell 10 metres short. And look, they've done a good job on Jay Field. You know, obviously he scored the first try earlier on in the game. And most of it's been quiet, but there's been that many good contests, that many good battles going on, that many good performances across the park. You just feel that you had to give the player of the match to the guy who's turned the game and ultimately caused the game breaker and won the game for them.
10 tries in 5 games for Field.
Incredible.
Incredible. 17 tries for the season in all competitions, and now, well, Salford are going to get one tackle here. Salford are going to get one tackle to level things up here. It's now or never for the Red Devils. Brodie Croft doesn't deserve to be on the losing team. He might not yet be. Escaray ball over the top. It's forward. It's forward, and that's it. Salford Red Devils fall to defeat. But Wigan, look at the reaction of the Wigan players. They're out on their feet as well. This game went right down to the wire. And it was a moment of brilliance from that man that wins the game. What a game, Kyle Amon, brilliant.
Brilliant stuff. You know, everyone who's been watching and tuned in today at Channel 4, you've just seen rugby league at its very best. The game not decided, and when it is decided, it's 2 minutes to go on the clock, and it's a 90-metre sprint from the quickest man in the game, for sure, in Jay Field. You know, sometimes that you may not have your best performance, but if you can pick up 2 points and win, as Wigan have done today, they'll look back on this result, and it could be a huge one in the context of how their season pans out. You know, both sides, terrific show, determination, desire from both sets of players. All 34 on the park today. Wonderful stuff. A thriller here at Wigan.
It was indeed. We will have all the reaction to come, but both teams out on their feet. What a game! But it was the Wigan Warriors who come out on top. All the reaction to come with Helen and the gang. But it's the Wigan Warriors who win. They've beaten Salford in the DW.